Hi, my name is Matt Kahn. I'm an attorney with Butler Law Firm. One question that I always get from my clients is how long is it going to take for me to get a check? And really the answer to that depends on an understanding of the anatomy of a lawsuit. So today we're going to go through each phase of a personal injury lawsuit. Now the first step in any lawsuit is going to be to file your complaint, which sets forth the allegations on which the case is going to be based. The defendant then has 30 days to respond, and they either need to file an answer or a motion to dismiss, which basically just tells the court you need to dismiss this case because it doesn't state a claim that you can grant relief on. If a motion to dismiss is filed, then the case pauses for 90 days, or if the court rules on the motion sooner, then the case picks up. If the motion is granted, then the parties may appeal, or they may resume the case if the motion is denied. And then the discovery period begins. The discovery period in Georgia is 6 months, and this is the opportunity for both sides to just learn what the case is about and discover evidence. The tools at our disposal for doing that are written discovery requests, depositions in which witnesses are questioned, and there are other tools like inspections and site visits that we can use and have at our disposal. Oftentimes the discovery period is extended 1 or 2 times, sometimes even 3 or 4 times. And for that reason, cases can drag on for years in some situations. Now, once the discovery period is over, both parties have collected all the evidence that they need in their case in the dispositive motion phase, and this is where the defense usually will file what's called a motion for summary judgment, which is basically another opportunity for the court, the defense to ask the court to throw the case out, arguing that the plaintiff has failed to meet his or her burden of proof. Another motion that's typically filed in the dispositive motion phase is a Daubert motion, which challenges the ability of one party's expert to offer testimony. Now, sometimes in a case where expert testimony is required, the ruling on a Daubert motion could be dispositive, which is why it's usually lumped together with the dispositive motions. Now, if a motion for summary judgment is granted, which means the court throws your case out, then you also have another opportunity to appeal. If the motion is denied, then you move forward to a jury trial. Now, at any point during this process, the opportunity to settle a case can take place. Most often, there's one settlement discussion before the lawsuit is filed, and then after discovery, once the parties have a better understanding of how their case looks and how the jury will react to the issues and the evidence in the case. But the important thing for everyone to know who's involved in the litigation process is that it takes time. You've got 30 days for the response, potentially 3 months while waiting for a motion to dismiss, another 6 months at least for discovery, and then usually it takes a few months at least to get a ruling on a dispositive motion. So you're looking at least a year from the time of filing the complaint before you're going to likely see a resolution. Now, that's not to say that it sometimes doesn't happen sooner. Sometimes we mediate cases before a complaint is filed, and other times we'll mediate a case after the discovery period. But typically you're going to have to buckle in and wait a number of months before you see a check, whether it's from a settlement or a jury verdict. And then even sometimes after a jury trial, you see an appeal which can tie a case up for years, and ultimately might even result in having to retry the case. But it's important when picking a lawyer to handle your personal injury claim that you pick someone who's familiar with this process, who has experience responding to and drafting dispositive motions and conducting discovery. And here at Butler Law Firm, that's all we do. We focus on civil litigation and personal injury litigation in particular. If you have any questions about the litigation process, or you feel that you've been injured and have a claim against someone else, feel free to give us a call and we'll walk you through the process. Our number is 678-940-1444. Thanks.